Today we're meeting with Ashton Hall. She's an artist who has a gallery in the old lacrosse footwear building. That building's pretty iconic in lacrosse. In the 1930s, more people worked there than any other business in the city of La Crosse. It's huge, a bit of a labyrinth. There's a lot going on. You'll find a restaurant, Pearl Street Brewery, there's apartments here. When you come in by the doors by Boot Hill Pub, and you'll find a staircase off to your left. Take that on up to the second floor and follow the signs. They'll take you to Ashton. Walk me through what you have here and tell me a bit about the studio.
Okay, so the studio is my own creation. At first it was just going to be my art studio. I was going to create things and get it really, really messy and not really care about it because I've ruined all the carpet wherever I live, essentially.
So the hardwood floors here are good for you?
Very, very good. The minute I walked in, I'm like, yep, this is it.
Oh, there's a lot of light in here. I could see how that'd be useful for an artist too.
This is a gallery. This is not just a studio. This is definitely more of a gallery than a studio.
So taking it from being a studio and moving it into a gallery, how did that go for you? I mean, you're pleased?
Yeah, at first I was nervous because I wasn't sure what times I should make the open hours be. So essentially I would just be here painting and drawing and things like that. And then people can just come in and look at what I'm making. And I thought it was really crucial to bring the public in this space and have open hours because why not invite them in to see what you're creating, what you're doing. And I always thought it was cool. I've been to Milwaukee and Minneapolis on art crawls. And walking through an artist space during open hours is just so fun because you could see what they're making while they're there. So
I see you've got a lot of charcoal you're working on right now.
This is oil pastel.
Oil pastels.
On paper. And I'm teaching a class next Wednesday at the Bangor Library. Trying to figure out what I can teach within a 2-hour period is really essential because this has a lot of detail. So I would time myself, how long does this take me, you know? Can I teach this to several people who might not be so well versed? But I really like making different works in series. So I always try to challenge myself by making themed exhibits, and that's what most of the gallery is, a themed exhibit. So on this wall, I made a piece based on an artist, musician, or arts advocate in town.
Okay.
And I had them tell me what their favorite color was, what is their eye color, what is their shirt color, and what is their home color. And they answered, and then I was forced to make an abstract piece based on the colors they gave me.
So each piece represents a different person. That is really interesting.
Over 35 pieces that were in the county building downtown. But all these are repurposed kitchen doors. So my dad's a construction worker, and he had all these doors. He's like, we should make these into paintings. I'm like, okay, that's a great idea.
That's really cool.
I like them because they're all different sizes, and it just makes it even more individual for the person that I interviewed for each one.
So we have A.E.H Hall, we have Ryan Soberg. Are there other local artists that you did paintings of that we'd recognize their names?
Yeah, so Patricia Hall and Michael Klen, he's he does a lot of caricatures at the park. Mike Martino, Phyllis Martino. Oh. They're married, so I had them mirror. Yeah. Yes. They're married, so I'm like, I should make them the same size.
Yeah. And you had this up at the Hyder Center too, didn't you? So it's been displayed a few times.
This one was the county building, and this one is the start of the Hyder Center exhibit, all the way around this triangle.
And the Hyder Center was pink, purple, and periwinkle. A love affair. Yeah. So tell me a bit about that.
So growing up, I was in a small town of Bangor, where I'm teaching that class, and hated pink, hated purple. I hated being put in a box, and I just did different things. And ever since I was little, up until my early 20s, I would not wear purple. I wouldn't wear anything pink, periwinkle, anything girly.
Didn't want to be.
I didn't want to be defined. Like a female, you don't want to be defined. You're this. You have to be wearing this. You know. So this whole series is kind of dedicated to those colors and redefining what they mean to me. Mm-hmm. I don't see them as feminine. I just see them more as bright and uplifting now, versus before I saw them as feminine. So I kind of redefine their meaning, and now I really love them. At first, it was hard because I'm like, how am I going to paint with like bubblegum pink? It was like really difficult. And I'm like, I should do something abstract, like weird linear lines and boxes similar to like the county building exhibit, because I've never done something like this before. Like, it's very fauvistic. And I thought, why not?
Let's talk a little bit about the building. You were telling me that it's the old lacrosse footwear building. And you have the original floors here. It used to be a dance studio.
Yeah. So all of the floors of the building, they tried to keep all the original flooring from creating the rubber boots in the soles. So you'll see a bunch of nicks, burnt marks, tap dancing marks from people who rented this out previously. It's like a burnt orange, rusty color. It very much echoes a gallery space. So like that's why I walked in, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Because you kind of need neutral colors on the wall to have a gallery space. Neutral colors work best, and it kind of really showcases the art. But I just know so many artists in this area and in Minnesota that I asked to be part of this last exhibit called The 5 Love Languages. And each artist had to pick a love language and represent that in their art. So physical touch, acts of service, quality time, words of affirmation. They pick how do they love, how do they show their love, and then make a piece about it. So yeah, there's like 3 different themes going on in the same space because it's so big, I just wanted to like invite the community in and give them a chance to sell their work and just have it be seen and interact with people, because that's big for like an artist's confidence. An artist can gain a lot of confidence talking to people about their art.
So do you have times when not just the gallery's open, but you'll have other artists here that can come and that talk to people when they come? Do you have regular shows like that?
Yeah, so I had 2 previous shows that were themed, and I have one coming up. It's called Mysticism and Tarot. So I have 4 artists that are all making card decks, and so am I.
Okay.
So people will be able to come and buy prints of those archetypal works. You can put it like the Fool, the Empress, things like that. But everyone will have their own take on it.
And where can people find out more about you?
So ashtonhallartist.com or on Facebook. I have my own studio page on there called Oil Pastel Artist, or you could just contact me at Ashton Elizabeth Hall on Facebook.
Lacrosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook, River Travel Magazine.